Good morning. Good morning. This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and we are right here live on Instagram, live on YouTube with our success thought number 67. Success thought for today: how to create wealth. All right, Foster, thanks for joining us. What you say, baby, is always in the house. Thank you so much. By the way, your audiobook is on the way. As you know, we read each morning from our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success. And our book is available on Amazon, on most of your digital websites. It's available on our website, herbertharris.com. It's available on our special website, www.12uls. It's available anywhere books are sold. The reason I keep saying this is because this is your recipe book for success. This book can help you be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have whatever you want to have. We've been on a theme now for the last few days. We've been working with the law of value. Authentic Butterfly, thanks for joining us. We've been working with the law of value, the 8th universal law of success. And the law of value really deals with how you give up, how you, I don't like the term give up, how you circulate your time, your money, your efforts with the expectation of return. There's a beautiful thought, a spiritual thought, and it says, give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast your pearls before swine. So whatever you do, whether it's actions, whether it's thought, whether it's emotional connection, relationships, whatever you do it in a way that works well for you. So don't give your pearls, don't give your good ideas, your good habits, your good actions, your good money, your good resources to people, to things, to situations that are not worthy. Good morning, Authentic Butterfly. And so when we look at this passage today, we think along the lines of, we talked about overcoming the riddle of survival, that so many of us live in a hand-to-mouth existence. In other words, we are working, we are making money, we are eating, and we are paying for our room and board, our homes, our mortgages. But at the end of the day, we have no surplus. And so when we talk about solving the riddle of survival, on our success journey, we must find a way to create enough income to take care of us and our families on a level that we're comfortable. I mean, that's one of the key points, because otherwise you'll always be dependent on someone else. Otherwise, you'll always be dependent on other people, on the government, on your job, on something. Rodney, good morning for joining us. Thank you for joining us. And so if one of our goals is to solve the riddle of survival so that we're no longer living hand to mouth, let's just say one of the key steps to solving the riddle of survival is to understand how to create wealth. And there are primarily 3 ways to create wealth. Number 1, from wages and salaries. Now, most of us, you might say the bulk of the people in America and probably in the world operate on wages and salaries. And one of the things about wages and salaries is that if you're working on a job for someone else, they're only going to pay you just enough to keep from quitting. That's just the reality. And truly, if you don't conform to whatever they want you to do, you'll get an opportunity to do something else somewhere else. And so wages and salaries is often bounded by what someone else is willing to pay you in exchange for your time, in exchange for your expertise, in exchange for your contacts, in exchange for your pearls. Now, it's not totally a bad thing, because if you use the law of making wealth, in other words, if you create sufficient income, if you have a job, if you use the earning principle to get paid as much as the market will pay, to make yourself a valuable employee, to make yourself so valuable that you'll always have a job and you'll always get paid top dollar. In other words, the company, the group that you're working for always looks at you in a sense that, like, I got to keep him or her happy. If you're on wages and salaries, then you have to look at the spending principle and look at it as truly circulation, to really work from a budget, to say, okay, I know I have $1,000 a week coming in. That's it. So if I'm going to build my dream, if I'm going to create wealth, I'm going to have to use, you might call an investment strategy over time. And so you work from a budget. So you say, well, let me make as much as I can. Let me spend as little as possible to maintain my lifestyle. Let me save as much as I can to then invest and generate more. And there have been people who've created wealth from wages and salaries. I mean, there's a lady in, I think, Mississippi, Miss McCarty, a lady who was a washerwoman. Young folks don't know that, but there was a time when they hired people, predominantly African-American people, to come in and wash their clothes and do the ironing. And she was a washerwoman and a cleaning woman. All of her life, probably never made more than a couple $100 a week at most. But over a period of 40 years, she was able to accumulate hundreds of thousands of dollars, enough that she could give a $150,000 scholarship to a school, a college, a university, because she'd never been to college. So wages and salaries can work, but you have to be very circumspect about earning as much, savings as much, setting aside as much, and investing as much. The second way to make money is investments. Now, investments, there's a presupposition that you have to have investments before you can enjoy the benefits of investments. And so if you inherited some stock, if you inherited some assets, then the income from those assets can take care of you in the lifestyle that you're comfortable with. Even you can build investments. You can use a combination of working on your job. Sandra used her job, and over 40 years, she was able to accumulate six-figure savings and investment in stock. And so the investment side is, number one, if you already have assets given to you through a will, through inheritance, whatever, if you already have assets, then use them wisely. When you receive your inheritance, don't run out and buy a car. Don't run out and buy depleting assets, but use that inheritance to create wealth to build for the future. So wages and salaries, second, income from investments. Then the third way to become wealthy is to own a business. Now, most of you know I've always been an entrepreneur. I've been a network marketer for 35 years, and in addition to being an attorney and all the other things, but network marketing was always my plan B. And it was always something that I knew that if I worked at it over years and built a team, a large enough team, then I could create residual income that I didn't have to give one-on-one time to generate. There's no hourly wage. And so through network marketing, I was able to leverage my time and my money to other people by helping other people build their dreams. So that's just one business. That's the one I choose to create my residual income. But any business, in other words, it can be a restaurant, it can be a gas station, it can be a catering service, but an environment where you are providing goods or services to somebody else and they're paying you in return, and that you are able then to proceed in a business fashion and hire other people. One of the beauties of owning a business is you can scale up. So if you have one restaurant, then you can, and that's successful, you can then buy another one and another one and another one. And you look at the great franchises, most of them started in a way just like that, with one successful business, then two, and then four, and then thousands. And so we have the ability to create wealth based on how we think, how we feel, and how we act. The wealth that we create will depend on our thoughts, our emotions, our habits, and our relationships. So whether it's wages and salaries, make yourself valuable to generate as much income as possible and circulate your money in a very intelligent fashion to create surplus for investments, to create wealth. Income from investments, whether you have accumulated the investments over years or whether you inherited them, to treat an investment like an independent business itself, to nurture your investments and work with your investments so that they can grow. Income from a business. Learn how to, one, create a successful business that operates, and then to master the skill of, what's it called, level up. So go from 1 to 2 to 4 to 8. So today's message is, in order to solve the riddle of survival, in order to give you the true independence to be able to pursue your dreams, to create the lifestyle you desire, you must have a means to create income. You must have an income flow that takes care of you and your family in a way that's comfortable to you. And you can do that through wages and salaries, through investments, and through owning a business. The choice is up to you. The platforms are there. It all begins with a choice for you to be what you want to be, a choice for you to do what you want to do, a choice for you to have whatever you want to have, always knowing that the best is yet to come. When you can do these things, when you can manage your money, manage your time, manage your assets, and take charge of everything that impacts your life, you are truly in the vein, in the camp, in the house of creating wealth. So let's close out with our song. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. See you tomorrow morning, folks, 8 a.m., Monday through Saturday. Join us on Instagram Live, on Facebook, on YouTube. Whatever you do, always know that the best is yet to come. And so it is.